Good morning, students. How are you feeling today? I hope that we are all in a great condition to join this class today and you guys are ready to absorb the materials and digest it smoothly. So, before we are going to jump into the materials, I would like to lead out the prayer first. Let's hope that the materials today are going to be useful in your future and you guys can absorb it smoothly. The pray start and finish. Okay, I want you guys to pay close attention to some pictures that I will show you, and I'm going to ask what you guys are thinking about those pictures. Okay, so here is the first picture. Yes, and then the next picture, and then the last picture. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? Yes, correct. Those are some famous places in the world. The first one is the Eiffel Tower. It is located in Paris, France. And the second one is the Great Wall of China. It is located in Beijing, China. And the third one is in our country. It is called Candi Borobudur. It is located in Jawa Tengah, Indonesia. So, today we are going to learn about descriptive text, about places, and we are going to learn about its definition, about its social function, the generic structure, and about some language features. And let's jump to the materials.
Okay, so student, there are three things in the descriptive text that we will discuss together. First is the definition and function of descriptive text. Second is language features and text structures. And the last is vocab and the example. Okay, so for the definition of descriptive text, which says what a person or a thing is like. It can be a person, a tree, an animal, or a house. It can be about any topic. And for the function of descriptive text is to describe and reveal a particular person, place, or things. So, descriptive text contains a paragraph which give illustration about an object to the readers in vividly and details. So, the reader can see and feel by themselves what the writer described. And next, we will discuss about generic structure and the language features of descriptive text.
Okay, student, here I'm going to explain about the generic structure and language features of descriptive text. So, for the first, in the generic structure of this descriptive text, there are identification and description. So, in identification section, usually in the first paragraph, it has goal is to identify something to be described or depicted. So, in brief explanation, identification serves to introduce the reader about the object or something that we have described before we tell about its properties. So, the second is description, usually in the second paragraph or so on. It contains the properties inherent in something that already introduced to the reader in the first paragraph. Next, we move to characteristic or the language features of the descriptive text. So, for the first point is usually the descriptive text use the simple present tense. So, why the descriptive text use the simple present tense? This is because we will describe a fact or truth that is attached to something or someone. And one of the functions of this simple present is to illustrate a fake or a truth. For example, for the fact is the sun is hot. Therefore, you should always use the first form of the verb or verb 1. And the second point, because of its function is to describe something by explaining its properties, then the text will be found many adjectives such as handsome, beautiful, tall, small, and etc. And the third point is usually the descriptive text use adverbials such as into the corner of and etc.
So students, now we'll move to the vocabulary that usually used in describing places. So the first word is exciting, which means menyenangkan, peaceful, damai, calm, tenang, crowded, penuh, sesak, fascinating, menarik, historic, bersejarah, amazing, luar biasa, traditional, tradisional, magnificent, luar biasa juga. And then noisy, berisik, ancient, kuno, or langka, unusual, tidak biasa, pleasant, menyenangkan, boring, membosankan, huge, besar or luas, charming, indah, rural, pedesaan, natural, alami. So students, now I would like to show you the example of descriptive text of place, and the place here is about tourism destination.
Welcome to Sandung Ngabesuka.
Sandung Ngabesuka is the tomb of the founder of Palangka Raya. A sandung is a small rectangular building made of iron with poster, a place to store the bones of the dead, which have previously been through the traditional ceremony, Tiwah. Sandung Ngabesuka can be found in the corner of the junction between the street of Letkol Darmo Sugondo and Dr. Murjani, the district of Pahandut. It is located behind the house of Ngabesuka. Ngabesuka was a respected figure in Pahandut village. He became the first chief of the village around 1928. Under this sandung, a cannon belonging to Ngabesuka can be seen. In the sandung, the bones stored there are Panglima Bayo and his wife, Ngabesuka Anom and his wife, Unjai, Saleh Andung, and Linen Saleh Andung. They are all one family. On the sandung, there are some colors, especially yellow, red, green, white, and black. Those colors called Limaba by Dayak people, which have their meanings. Yellow color is called Bahenda. It shows the existence of God, that God's power is really great. There is no other ruler besides God. It also symbolizes wealth, nobility, and majesty. Red color is Bahandang. The meaning of this color is something immortal that never fades or changes color, which is inspired by the red stone. Green color, or called Bahijau by Dayak people, means fertility and abundant fortune, life, peace, and development, inspired by the color of the plants present in their environment. Baputi, or white color, has the meaning of holiness, purity, and simplicity. Babilem, or black color, means evil spirits can also be good spirits, the power of darkness, sincerity, and it can also be a deterrent to harm. That's all about Sandung Ngabesuka. Don't forget to come and visit here. Thank you.
Well, that's it for our material today. What you get from the material? I hope you get something new, the knowledge about descriptive text especially. And now we will make a summary about our lesson today. We start from definition. Descriptive text, which says what a person or thing is like. It can be a person, animal, a tree, and others. and the function. To describe and reveal a particular person, place, or things. Good. And the generic structure. First, identification and description. Good. Identification you can see or you can find in first paragraph, and description you can find in second paragraph. Good. And the language features using simple present tense. Good. And then adjective. Good. And then adverbial. Good. Nice. So good. Well, that's it for our material today, our lesson today. And don't forget, next week we will talk or we will study about narrative text. Yeah, prepare yourself. And this is the end of our class today. See you next week and good afternoon.